I've been looking forward to this day ever since they told me after the TAVI procedure I could feel as good as I did 5 years ago before I had aortic stenosis.
He's golfed from the time I first met him, and he's still golfing. When the symptoms stopped him from playing golf, he was not very happy. He just didn't know how to handle it.
Hi, I'm Peter. I'm 77 years old. 3 years ago, I was diagnosed with aortic stenosis. It's a life-threatening disease that affects the heart, but it can be cured. Which is just as well, because I wasn't ready to stop playing golf just yet.
Aortic stenosis is a disease of the aortic valve. What happens is that there is calcification of the aortic valve. The valve then starts to degenerate and starts to narrow and obstruct flow out of the heart to the rest of the body. Once the valve gets severely narrowed and people start having symptoms of shortness of breath, chest pain, or feeling lightheaded, then you're looking at a 2 to 3 year window where you have an ability to treat the valve and make them better.
I was so short of breath, I thought I would have to give up golf for good.
Well, since he had had bypass before on his heart, the surgeon who had performed the operation would not attempt it again.
The surgeon felt Peter was very high risk for repeat surgery, and since the TAVI procedure was available, I referred him to the heart team.
The heart team is a group of multidisciplinary professionals who work together to decide on the best treatment option for each individual patient.
And bringing this case forward for us to discuss what's the best approach to treating his aortic stenosis. We've had a cardiac CT done. Victor, what do you think from a surgical perspective?
Technically, I think it's feasible to do it open, but there's a high risk of injury upon re-entry. He's got pure aortic stenosis. I think TAVI would be an excellent option.
Okay, perfect. We will send him to pre-op and get him booked for his procedure.
With the TAVI procedure, there is no opening of the chest. The patient does not need to go on bypass. We use usually an access from the right or left femoral artery. We put in a tube that is the diameter of a pencil, and through that tube, we're able to implant the valve, and in most cases now, patients are able to go home within a day or two.
Well, I actually remember waking up and I said, wow, I made it, I'm alive. That's the first thing I thought of.
Peter sailed through his TAVI experience. He was able to get back to his routine activities, and he was very happy that he was fortunate enough to be offered this therapy, and it worked well for him.
So within 24 hours, I had my TAVI procedure, and I was able to go home.
So the TAVI procedure, we were able to keep the patient out of the intensive care unit, and in fact discharged home within 2 to 3 days with hopefully much less cost to the healthcare system and improved quality of life.
I couldn't believe it. I didn't know what to expect. He was so well, like nothing happened to him. So we were very pleased.
4 weeks ago, I could barely lift a golf club. Today, I'm hitting 50 balls on the driving range.
Well, he's happier. He's more his old self, and the children seem to come more often because he's feeling better, and he doesn't mind so much having the noise of the young people around, and we're a family again.
I've actually been swinging the golf club, and I felt very good, and I feel I'm back to myself, and my new valve has done wonders for me. I'm a new man. Oh, the only thing TAVI hasn't improved is my putting.
Well done, Chief.
There's life in the old man. Who would have thought 4 weeks ago, after the TAVI, I'd actually be playing golf again?
You buying the first round tonight?
In your dream.